What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 15 of my Total Warhammer 3 Vilitch the Curseling Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, Shangyang got attacked in a punitive siege by Zhao Ming, the Iron Dragon, who sought to reclaim it for his faction. Unfortunately for him, Igrim Malphasdire stood tall and raised himself to be one of our new permanent lords that have joined the Puppets of Misrule. I always forget the name of this faction. Now, hey, what the heck is that? Weird little graphical bug. Huh, I've definitely seen the similar sort of bug, though not specifically this one. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Now that Zhao Ming's army is, well, gone, though he remains alive, we're gonna move Malphasdire down and to try to take Shenwu, though we will have to transfer this, little half army over to Igrim and sort of join these together. In fact, it's likely that we won't be needing all of these Marauders of Tzeentch, and we will still have to figure out what we want to do with this army, but that'll come over time. Let's see what we got to do in terms of our moves here. Oh, you can join this army for now, though we may get a different Exalted Hero. In fact, speaking of Exalted Heroes, Infernal Dominance, that's pretty awful, but you know what? Let's summon you and then just delete you instantly. There you go. Also, I do want to double check the buildings. Let's see, we got 3 turns, we got 2 turns, we got 3 turns, we got 2 turns. Oh, 2 on 2 turns, eh? Huh, let me be able to upgrade several things soon. And 1 turn on Gunpowder Road. Alright, Gunpowder Road, you're switching to Exploit Vassals. Warpstone Desert, you're good, and you're in 2 turns as well. Oh, wow. Okay, I gotta remember in 2 turns we gotta upgrade like 3 or 4 territories. Oh man, that's gonna be very expensive because they're going to tier 4, which means we're gonna need like 10k each or something along those lines. Also, before I forget, Blizzard Peak, you need to be transferred to Grimgore, don't you? That's not Grimgore. I was like, wait a second, why does Grimgore hate us? That's not so good. Yeah, Grimgore, right here. You're gonna get Blizzard Peak. Wait, I just thought of something. Kolek, you have Ice Spewer. Would you give us Ice Spewer, please? No, you would not. Okay, damn. He doesn't like us yet. He will eventually, and we'll probably be able to get this eventually, but I guess we can't get this right now. I was hoping to just have him transfer to us and then give him the other thing, but it's okay. Blizzard Peak to Grimgore, balance, and go. And the reason for that is we can't really get any use out of it, and Assault is kind of meh. Also, Kazrak is here, or at least his armies are here, and he will less likely attack the AI, I would think, and even if he does attack Grimgore, I'd rather, you know, Grimgore deal with it himself. Also, tech stealers, keep stealing that tech. You... Ugh. Okay, that's not very likely. Success there, but now I imagine your success is low there. How much of it? No, 2 turns, oh no. I probably should have moved you elsewhere then. That's okay, we'll move you down to Zar Nagrund. And I believe we're good. Okie dokie, that's pretty much it. Yes, Igrim, you can't move right now because you have to heal up. Barbaros, you actually do have a place to be, though. You have to return to either the Bridge of Heaven or more likely the Baleful Hills. I don't like how there's a little army here that might reclaim it. In fact, maybe we march stance to Baleful Hills. Will we suffer attrition here? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. We won't heal up either. Wait, will we heal up in this territory? Huh. Go here for a sec. Yes, we will. Okay, stay... Well, I guess technically in the Baleful Hills as well. Nah, yeah, just head out there. Try not to lose the place. I don't really care about the Bridge of Heaven. Mostly because, as I recall, furs can't be built here because it's a port, so we don't even want this territory. But Baleful Hills has pastures which has that physical resistance for feral manticores, so we do want to keep that, which is why we haven't given it to anybody. Hopefully, maybe one of these armies takes care of this little army for us before it retakes Baleful Hills, but I suppose we'll see. Alrighty, now that seems like everything we need to do. No, I just remembered another thing. Igrim. You're a high enough level to go to Devotion of Tzeentch. Yes, yes, indeed you are. It will mean losing Portal Glyph, Children of Nurgle, and Soul Harvester, all of which are pretty good, though Infernal Dominance is kind of, well, that's trash. I kind of don't want to lose Children of Nurgle on the one hand. On the other hand, it'll probably be a while before we actually fight a battle against Nurgle. What's the likelihood of this happening anytime soon? And who knows, maybe we'll get something better. Let's hope. Especially since you have Merciless to Ming, I really wouldn't want you to get such garbage stats that you are then not viable as an army. We're gonna go Devotion of Tzeentch, or Lore of Tzeentch, rather than Lore of Metal, because you have the... Yeah, you have Kindle Flames, or you will keep Kindle Flame. Devotion of Tzeentch. Don't screw me on this game, come on. Alrighty, let's see what you got there, Egrim. We got Opened Eyes, kinda trash. Path to Glory. Gate of Tzeentch. Ooh, a free summon of Pink Horrors. Okay, not horrible. We have Soul Harvester, and then we have Gaze of Fate. Okay, well, the Opened Eyes is garbage, but it's barely more garbage than the... than what he had previously, so meh, don't really care. And Gaze of Fate is okay, and the Minds of Magic Powers plus turn per turn is, again, okay. It's not really anything to concern ourselves with, and oh, we're below 30 right now, so end your turn with less than 30 Winds of Magic Reserve, so we will do that, will we not? Yeah, alright, well, at least it'll be easy to acquire. And Gate is win a battle against any demon race. A little bit more difficult, and you sacrifice captives post-battle. I'm glad that we kept Soul Harvester, if nothing else. I am gonna miss that healing, though. I kind of regret it now, but too late to do anything about it. Now, you... Income from post-battle loot, sure. Get a cult. No, you don't need the cultist. Screw the additional corruption. It won't help us here. Rampager standard... Is there anything here that could use it? I mean, I suppose we could give it to trolls. No, their charge is barely existent. Although, the heroes could certainly use the charge. As in one of these exalted heroes, although probably better when we put them on manticores. Anyway, we'll figure that out as we go. Let's go to next turn, shall we? Building upgrades, paths to glory, and you know what? There's one thing I wanted to do here. Where are the tech thieves? Before we go next turn, Path to Glory, turn this off. Just stop showing it to us. There are 3 tech thieves, right? So there's 2 here. Path to Glory, off. And then lastly, there should be one up here somewhere. You. Path to Glory, off, please. There we go. Now that at least won't bother us. End turn, and Vilitch, keep moving up and taking Archaon's stuff. We will also likely have to defend the plains of Zambai Jin, because we have that little army south of us. It does belong to the Dolgan, or rather the territory that's being attacked does belong to the Dolgan. But there we go, and it just got destroyed. And ooh, hello. If it isn't Hargroth. Wasn't Hargroth the army that we tried to catch before but failed? Let's see if Vilitch can teleport on top of it. Path to Glory? No, I don't think so. Yeah, you're way out of reach. Okay, fine, fair enough. Ally mobilizes, sacrifice to Mathline we don't care about. Ooh, we did get the Chaos Moon, though, so Maximum Gates of Tzeentch, and Break Alliance is available, and now Gate of Tzeentch is available for Aspiring Champions. Oh, that's nice. Now we have the ability to summon units with every Aspiring Champion unit. That's actually really nice, and makes me think we need even more Aspiring Champions. Okie dokie. Well... I just want to check whether you can recruit Aspiring Champions now, or further Aspiring Nah, doesn't look like it, okay. Now, Egrim, I want you to, okay, so you can move here, and you can move here, or do we just want to try with Vilitch first? Wait, can he reach him in regular stance, or no? No, he can't. Disappointing, but let's try to get the Tech Thief there, and maybe he can block this army. What's the chance? 63, it's not horrible. Success! Oh, very nice. Okay, maybe next turn we can catch Hargroth. So Egrim, or rather Vilitch, I want you to move as close to Hargroth as you can, which is right here. In fact, just try to attack him like so. There we go. And then let's hope that he can't run far enough away to get away from us. And then we hit the Riding Fortress, which will give us the cool. Which would be great. You might say, it would be cool. Then Barbaros. You are actually not needed to move right now, but you do need to move to Baleful Hill, so I'm lying. Why must I lie? And then let's get this upgrade here, Cultist Camp. There we go. We'll ignore Bridge of Heaven, and I'm just gonna hope that these guys can deal with this little undead faction, because we're not going to be dealing with it ourselves. Our new assassin can move down south to deal with stuff. Kailas and Igrim, as I was trying to do. I'm gonna move, let's say, here. Gonna go into a camp, and then okay, here. Put you here. And then, Kailas, you're going to transfer everything you have to Igrim. Alrighty, all of that, minus, I guess... Well, actually, you're a higher level. Alright, fine. Minus a few of these guys. I don't know. Wait, we could... No, but these guys are... No, they will lose their levels, so you won't need those. Take these two. Alright, that looks good to me. And it'll give us another aspiring champion. Then you, my friend, were only here as a Templord, though we may summon you again. But we may also need to summon another Templord this turn up north to deal with Archaon's army. So we'll do that. Igrim, you're going to start marching down here shortly. We will also need to change up our Gifts of Chaos. So first of all, you are going to change Empowered Worship to, let's say, Hail of Hellfire. And there we go. And then we're going to change the... Well, actually, this is going to be a new one, so you can get Mysterious Mechanisms. Like so. And I guess we'll keep... Huh. We can keep Flames of Fate for a while and just change this one up a bunch of times. We have this for 3 more turns, correct? Yeah, so we can change it at least twice more. Although that thing's gonna cost us a little bit much. 850 souls per turn. You're gonna be careful. Alrighty, now, Tech Thieves. Well, one of you doesn't need to move, the other one definitely does. You can go onto this side of Gorger Rock, and then you could start moving down here. Actually, you're gonna bounce between Blackfang and Zarnagrund, I think. Like so. Oh wow, 59? That's not very likely. What about this? Also 59, damn. Well, let's get away from Varag One Finger, just in case. Ah, damn. Okay, so you're gonna lose your Tech Thievery over next turn. Oh well, not a big deal. Just try Gorger Rock and try not to die while you're at it. At least you succeeded. Though you don't need that War Shrine either, my friend. Away you go. You can get your level. Okay, this is all actually useless. We could get the increased... Wait, Undivided Authority doesn't help you. I was thinking that was Chaos Corruption. But yeah, none of this really helps you, so just go for Spread Corruption then. Also, wouldn't you have unlocked your Path to Glory, because you spent that turn with less than 30. Yes, okay, it did activate. So now we just need to use the Sacrifice Captives to get Soul Harvester and then find some demons to kill. In fact, if we can get somewhere to rebel, that would work for us. Oh wow, look. You're headed down here, eh? Perhaps we could use you as cannon fodder. That's what allies are for, after all. We'll see about that. Now, everybody else I think is good. We can also transfer some units into this army, but we can also do so next turn, so it doesn't really matter. I do believe that we saw 2 things that needed to be changed. So first of all, you need to exploit vassals next turn. You do not. You do exploit vassals. Gunpowder Road, you are going to upgrade and then move back to the Insights of the Void. You are fine as you are, Warpstone Desert, though you do have negative public order. And, oh wow, Plains of Zanbai Jin, you really don't appreciate what's going on here. Also, oh no, Archaon's back. Okay, that may be a minor problem. Plains of Zanbai Jin. We're going to get you. Oh, there's an iron skin guy here. No, we need to go for metal. It's the only good one. For tier 1 lord. I mean, I suppose Lore of Death is okay with the Spirit Leech, but the fact is, the Lore of Metal will give us the potential ability to go Searing Doom when we defend. So you're gonna go here. And we can't recruit immediately, but we probably should get at least some of these units, because they're likely to replenish. It's... Wait. The chances... There's 1 of these units. 20% chance of 1 of these units. I wonder if that means for each slot available, i.e. is there 3 slots and does it roll that 20% chance 3 times, or does it roll it once and give you +1? To answer my own question, I don't know. Let's try this. 1, 2... These guys are cheaper, so 3, but 1 of these and then 1 of these. And just to see if they might refill, because while you're gonna need it to defend against Archaon, because this is not gonna fly. And I assume we won't be able to destroy Archaon. Yeah, this is gonna take like 5 turns at minimum to get here. And I think he might have another fortress on the way there, because this does not vassalize the Tong, and something else does. And since everything north of here, or northwest, is owned by Hag Grief, there must be another fortress here that is vassalizing the Tong, so we need to hit that as well. Okay, back to what we were doing. In Vilitch, you're good, and no, in fact, we're going to just end the turn, because it's a very short one. Sure thing, game. Let's end the turn. And then we'll switch those gifts out again, and we'll see if we can't kill Hargroth. Hargoth? No, Hargroth. Wait, huh, the number of factions just rose. It was at 131, then it's 132. Kolek, buddy, what you doing back there? You want to, oh, you want a trade agreement. Well, that's so sweet, Kolek, yes, sure. Kolek doesn't seem to be very administration, empire-ruling, trade-minded, but hey, what, I could be wrong. Am I being discriminatory towards dragon ogres, assuming that they're all about rage and smashing things? Maybe I am. Unbridled ferocity, control +2 faction-wide, overpowering force, and tribute from vassals. Okay, we get like nothing from our vassals right now, so let's get the control. Mass executions, that always raises control. Yeah, there we go. Now, what are you doing? Whatever it is, I don't like it, because he could move south, or towards the Fortress of Eyes. Actually, speaking of the Fortress of Eyes, let's do that. And then let's get you back towards Insights of the Void. And then we need to do that in, I think, 1 or 2 more places. Ugh, I wish I remembered. Not you. You just got changed. You're good. You are now good. Gunpowder Road, you are good. Warpstone Desert next turn, and you can't change, but we can upgrade you anyway. Okay, there we go. There we go. Assassin. Oh, damn, what the heck? Did he just build up, like... Wait, he had 2 units, didn't he? Am I crazy, or did he not have 2 units? Or maybe he had, like, half of this. But still, to build, like, 11 troops in 2 turns, presumably? How much recruitment does he have, huh? I guess these guys have some kind of stance or something that increases their ability to do so. I just remember several other factions where you can only build like 3 units per turn without a lot of infrastructure investments. Also, are you coming down here? No, what's your target? He's changed his target. Well, that's just tremendously rude. Okay, well, it is what it is. Now you're gonna stay here in our territory for 1 more turn. I'm going to assume that we can hit this afterwards. Yeah, it looks like it, because if we go to normal stance with half of our movement, we can go almost to there. So we'll just need to figure out which gifted units we get for the battle. We have 2 soul grinders available, but 800 gold per turn is a little bit steep. New gifts unlocked. Ooh, do we give Vilitch a soul grinder? The thing is, Vilitch doesn't need a soul grinder. Vilitch doesn't need anything. Vilitch is basically invincible right now. At least he is. His army not so much, but yeah, let's get back to empowered worship, I think. I want a few of these regular war shrines because they do give physical resistance, so that's not too bad. And yeah, I do want at least some Shaggoths, Carnage Incarnate, eh? Real administration minded. Mysterious mechanisms, you also need to be swapped. We are now maxed out with the soul grinders. We could get another Shrine of Tzeentch, but honestly, I don't think it's that necessary. What does it do for us? Not much, because we're putting our sorcerers on them, right? I suppose if we wanted to put our sorcerers on... You know what? Wait, let me just see here. You have 2 exalted heroes and then yourself, so if you don't have a sorcerer follower, you would have to be the one on the war shrine. Although, of course, we could switch them around after a while, but it just makes you so damn fragile. Vilitch has his little sorcerer pet Hexus the Black, who does have the Chaos Warshrine, but we can't necessarily repeat that with every army. And oh wow, I just realized we're basically out of cash. Okay, we need to be careful. Gifts of Chaos. You know what, let's get at least one War Shrine. As of Tzeentch, I mean, just in case. And we may be able to use it for a while. And for that army, we can put the sorcerer that we inevitably put in the army on a... Nah, but then... It feels like it's a waste to use 2 units for one purpose, you know what I mean? If we can put a sorcerer on a Chaos War Shrine, it fulfills the duty of the War Shrine, but can also hold items to make it less... a lot more tanky. You know what? Yeah, screw it. No War Shrine, let's just get a Lord of Change instead. Ooh, yeah, I gotta keep an eye on those souls, though. Whirling Destruction, which is what again? Oh yeah, no, we're keeping that up permanently because it allows Vilitch to summon things. Flames of Fate, 2 more turns, so yeah, we just need to keep swapping these for 2 more turns. Okay, or technically 1 more turn, but anyway. Tech Thief, you need to re-thief that tech. 59 here still, and 59 here still. Okay, come on, try not to fail this time. Ah, there you go, good job, buddy. Hey, I thought we told you not to notify, so I guess it's like an end turn notification more than anything else. Fine. Let's go Steel Tech. There you go. Keep that up, and we might as well have the other one, Steel Tech, while we're at it. 8 turns. Get it up to 10, and then we'll let it bide for a while. What the heck is this? Lamian Sisterhood. Why are you coming near to our territory? Are you going for Kolek? Kolek, what? You ran back instead of attacking. Oh, okay, Dolgan, where are you? Go and occupy this. And then you need to be killed. But we're not at war with you, so we can't have Kolek do it. It'd be nice if we could tell only our vassals to declare war. Without us declaring war. And just, oh no, it was our vassal that did it. And oh, did I not summon any doggos? Oh. We regained the doggo. Huh, that's interesting. Do that again. I don't know where Archaon is, so there is a good likelihood that he'll attack us next turn. Do we want another doggo in here? Do we want anything from here to help us defend? You know, I'll think about that, but in the meantime, Vilitch, can you reach the enemy? Yes, just by 1%, but it's beautiful. Let's move you up here. Since you don't need to block the army anymore, I want to see about the Writhing Fortress there. And you can't assault units or anything, right? Oh, you could wound one of their heroes if you wanted to. Got a decent shot of doing this. It is a metal sorcerer, that's their only one. You know what? I kinda like that. Give it a try. Ah, there you go. Well done, buddy. I'm liking you more and more, Tech Thief. You're becoming quite useful. Wound. Let's upgrade now. Block army. It's still more valuable. Alrighty, and let's get this fight going. Just the question is, will this fight happen? This episode? Hard to say. I would like these guys' support, but they don't seem to be coming in here anymore. If Zhao Ming has a full stack, ooh, he's building some crane gunners, that may be of concern to us. It also really depends on what's in his army as to whether we can take him on without retrofitting between Barbros and Egrim. That said, Barbros, if you go here, would you be able to reach this in March stance afterwards? You know, hard to say, but there is a possibility thereof. You could also nearly go to Shangwu here. So what is more valuable to us? Marching all the way out here. Tzeentch might take this place instead. Not that I particularly care about these territories once again, but who knows? The exotic animals might be useful. Do we have anywhere with exotic animals? I don't think we do, so I'm not sure what it does. If it just helps like warhounds and stuff, then I wouldn't want to bother with it. Although warhounds doesn't sound like exotic animals, it could very well be so. Anyway, let's, you know what, we'll figure that out. Let's have a nice fight here first. Do you guys need levels for this? I mean, might apply some, just in case. I still haven't decided whether to go for Chaos Gladiator, Chaos Commander. I'm still going to put you on the Manticore, but we'll see. Let's get you Deadly Blade for now. You, Sorcerer. You have your Fated Protector, Infernal Champion, you have your Aura of Chaos. Let's get another point in Final Transmutation, though I doubt I'll be using it too much, and your Plague of Rust as well. We're gonna max out everything here anyway. And then lastly, Vilitch, you, my friend. Let's see. Demonic Missile and Flying Units. You're still primarily going to be the Chaos Vanguard here with the Knights and stuff. I don't use Blue Fires of Tzeentch on you that much. I'll just go for Deadly Onslaught. Woundmaker, Deadly Onslaught. And that gives us at least 2 more points to play around with now. And then 3 more points after. So 5 points to apply as we wish. Which we could do to make Vilitch tankier, or make him a little bit of a better fighter, or we could find one of these if we wanted to have some ringers in his army. Presumably, I'm going to have just a ton of Chaos Knights, Doom Knights, and Chosen and stuff in his army. And if we wanted to get a couple Soul Grinders, we could buff them up, or a couple Lords of Change. There's potential for it. But we'll have to figure that later on. Let's get this battle. Too bad, Hargroth. I wouldn't think the Warhost of the Apocalypse would be so cowardly as to just consistently keep running away from Vilitch all the time. But, well, there we are. Anyway, let's get this going cinematically. Even though I don't imagine it'll be all that difficult. Should still be fun. You know, I hadn't realized that he says mental acuity the entire time. Not magic specifically, but mental acuity. Okay, sure. Sure, Vilitch. A little bit arrogant for yourself to say that about yourself, but sure. Anyway, here we go. Gonna start this battle. Doesn't look to be too difficult. Not so much because of the troop type, though I doubt that they pose any kind of threat to Vilitch, but more so because of this. The AI is not good with this type of terrain, and they've separated their army into 2. In fact, they've got their Aspiring Champions as well as one of their spawn units on the side. The Marauders, we don't really care about where they're located, but because they've done this, we can essentially put the main part of our force here, and then mostly put only a few units to protect this side. I think it'll work out quite well, and though I suppose it does remain to be seen. Plus, you know, we've gotten a few of those power-ups. We can summon pink horrors on the field via the army-bound ability, Whirling Destruction, that we have now, on top of the fact that our Aspiring Champions, I believe, can do the same. Although this is the Regiment of Renown. Damn, this Regiment of Renown looks great, doesn't it? I love these units. Alrighty, well, heading towards that enemy army. Vilitch out in front as usual, and in the meantime, we're going to catch us some Marauder Horsemen with our Screamers. Fortunately, they're quite fast enough to be able to catch those guys. And the second unit of Streamers coming in, but mostly to just keep the enemy in combat while the Doom Knights head in and get ready to hit them from the back. Surround and kill them should be pretty easy. Doom Knights, you went a little far. And there we go. Turn right around and hit them before they can run. Perfect. There we go, and this should prevent them from running or otherwise engage them, though there is a unit of Marauders moving in. None of them are really a threat to those. Otherwise, Vilitch has engaged, and so have his Aspiring Champions, and here comes the War Shrine as well to buff everybody up. The enemy's going to counter with the Weird Spawn. Ironically, we had this particular Regiment of Renown in our faction previously, but now no longer. But it's not like we need them. Gate of Tzeentch opening up, and the Pink Horrors getting summoned onto the field, while the rest of our army joins the fray here. And the battle lines have been drawn. Otherwise, over on this side, we did keep 2 units of Forsaken and 2 units of Spawn to deal with all this if they needed to, but it doesn't really look like it'll be much needed. That said, I don't think there'll be much needed here either because, well, this is clearly in our favor. We're also going to move our other unit of Pink Horrors to be able to attack the enemy in the side, while these guys hit them in the back as well. You gotta love the ability to summon units that are ranged and then immediately use them to shoot the enemy in the back. quite useful. Yeah, this is a nice little fight with lots of different types of Chaos Spawn facing off against each other. Although, of course, we also brought our 2 units of Halberdier chosen, and I did send them out front this time together with the Aspiring Champions, contrary to what I usually do, which is send the Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch with sword and shield in the center. This time I kept them on the side in case they needed to fight Forsaken or something like that, and I do think that should work out fairly well for us. There we go. I'm back to it. And Vilitch is somewhere in here trying to get to the enemy lore, though I don't know how easy that is to get through this press of units. I guess one of the unfortunate things about them having the weird spawn, and potentially any spawn of Tzeentch, is that if they did, they look very similar to our own units. Though not for long, because their army is starting to rout, at least in the center of the formation here, especially as they consistently get debuffed by the Treason of Tzeentch, which is, you know, quite a nice spammable ability on Vilitch at least. For him, it's definitely worth the cost because he has that considerable reduction to it, whereas it may not be so for others. Anyway, our pink horrors have moved on to the side, and it looks like with the Forsaken and the Marauders running away, soon it will be only the spawn and their unbreakability left to, well, break. Enemy Lord is apparently trapped in here between both Vilitch and our Exalted Hero, so he's not long for this world either. And now we're just going to have to fight off the units that are attacking on this side. They're actually getting a use of Final Transmutation on them. Not the most effective use, I will grant, but I just wanted to see how effective it would be. Plus, I wanted to see the updated magic the updated effect in the third game. Over on this side, the Marauders did come in to try to deal with our Doom Knights and their Screamer friends, but they got obliterated, and it looks like only an Aspiring Champions unit left here, while our Screamers have moved on to this side of the map, wherein they will proceed to chase down enemies as they run away. And it does look like most of the remaining enemies will be running. There we are, our own Forsaken to chase down the Marauders. Unfortunately, the Marauders are not very threatening even to a Forsaken unit, and the battle, just like that, very swiftly comes to an end. The enemy Lord dies between Vilitch and our Exalted Hero as well. Very nice, very nice. Everybody did their job, and a decisive victory, unfortunately, for the AI, and once again, they didn't even get to use their Aspiring Champions. These guys remained at full HP, because they started here, they started walking up, and then they went back to try to join this army, but I guess everybody died here, or maybe we moved enough units here for them to move back in, and they just never got to do anything. Too bad for them. At one point in the game, if we can manage it, I'd love to get our Regiment of Renown Aspiring Champions to face off against the regular Aspiring Champions unit, just out of curiosity. Though I suppose I do wonder if all the buffs will actually work on our Regiment of Renown. I'm not sure that they all do, as compared to regular Aspiring Champions, but I guess we'll find out later on. Well, damn, they got absolutely crushed. That terrain was really disadvantageous for the AI in that particular situation. Feel a little bad for Hargroth, but, well, that's what he gets for trying to run away. Also, is there like a demon antler horn coming out of his face here? Kinda hard to tell. Huh, maybe that's the hero? Because it looks like it's got lots of horns there, because that doesn't look like this unit. Interesting. Either way, one idiot Forsaken got themselves killed. Unbelievable. We're gonna take the money. We just spent a ton of cash, and I mean, why not? It's not like we need the healing. There we go, and this puts us well within range of the Writhing Fortress. And free income from post-battle loot. Swell. What do we have in terms of defenses here, by the way? Nothing much. I do believe this should be auto-resolvable. Got ourselves a free Magister and Wand of Jet. Can we use this? Ooh, and the Manticore. Can we use this? Do we have a Magister here? Yeah, we have one here. But the question is, do we have one on either of you, or on both of you? You don't have a Magister, so let's, you know what? No, we're gonna give the Magister to you, because you're probably going to be attacking these guys shortly. Magister right there. And Zealot you don't need, you can get the Slave Master, I guess. Cultist, no need. War Banner, Leadership, yeah, sure. Sure, and until you get a Manticore or something that can actually make good use of your charge bonus, I don't see the need to put a Rampager standard on here. I suppose we could give it to the Giant, if nothing else. Not much, but it's something. And it's plus 25, so it'll increase the Giant's charge fairly considerably. Lots of splash damage coming in. Now. Couple questions. First of all, Barbaros, do you try to march here? I still have no concept whether it'll work. I also have no idea how far Jiao Ming can move, so if we march stance like here, what if he attacks us while we're in march stance? That definitely won't work out so well for us. You know what, I think we try to do it without Barbaros. Let's instead move him out here, keep him in camp stance just to get that replenishment, and then we'll hit Xiangwu next turn. Whoa, okay. Looks like we'll be fighting Greasus. We could try to run away in march stance, which would put us back into the Baleful Hills. Now, his army isn't great. It's got a ton of Ogre Bulls, but our army should not be super effective at fighting those Ogre Bulls either. You know, I think we might need a retrofit for this.
Change incarnate.
That's definitely possible, and considering, wait, we did the gifts this turn, right? I'm now blanking on it. Winged Watchers, yes, and then just to double check, you are good this turn as well, yeah? Okay, well, if we need a retrofit, and it appears that we do, probably on both armies at that, first we have to figure out which army is going to do what. As in, what kind of stuff? Oh, you both have that damn open dice trait. What a garbage trait. I hate traits that, you know, become completely useless later on, right? Fate marked for you. Because you reach 50 and then we get absolutely nothing out of this. They could have at least given them, like, character experience gain plus 15 and plus 3 melee attack or something. And this just hurts. Alrighty. Now, you have Victory over Cathay, you have Former Adept of Shaman, and you have Very Cold, Still Aloof. The melee defense does seem like it would be useful for Forsaken in particular, as they have kind of garbage melee defense in the first place. That said, the defeat trait for, well, defeating Jiao Ming is the armor trait, which is also quite useful for it. Oh, and you're a former adept of Akshi, so you have that. Oh, wait, because you're a former adept of Akshi, and you're not, are you? You're a former adept of Shaman. Okay, you know what? This means that you should be the army that has Forsaken and has Spawn, whereas you should be the army that has lots of fire units because of, well, once again, that Adept of Akshi. Yes, we could get a Chaos Sorcerer of Fire in here, but we already have a Chaos Sorcerer of Metal, so it's not as likely. Also, our army's at half HP. You know what? I think we return here for a turn. We'll deal with Xiangwu when we can get to it, but I wouldn't want to have Greasus attack you while you're not at full HP. Even though I do feel like we defeat that army, it's just that we'd then be vulnerable afterwards. Let's do the retrofit instead. You, however... Wait, you still can't move, so you'll have to do this next turn when this guy's army is maxed out. Okay, so I guess we go next turn, and just to see what'll happen, though we are very quickly running out of time, we'll probably have to save the battle itself for next turn, or next episode, rather. I would at least like to vassalize the Cool here, so skip the rest of this, including the unassigned skill points, and wait, one thing. What if Jiao Ming sallies out and attacks us? And that's also a possibility. He is nearby, and this army is relatively weak right now. I mean, it's got a decent core. And we can't get any more Aspiring Champs right now, can we? No, it doesn't look like there's anything interesting. Wait, you can get regular Dragon Ogres out of this? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I guess we don't have to rely on the gifts for it. Now, speaking of the gifts, since you are actually going to be our fiery army, because you have that adept, or former adept of Akshi, then I guess there's no reason not to give you lots of range, and... You know what we'll do? Here. We will take out you, you, and you. That's quite a lot of our melee line, I will admit. But you know, once again, we're going to be swapping units around, and you guys have no XP on you. We're going to do this. We're going to give you 2 units of flamers. We're going to give you... Do we give you a hell cannon? You know, shockingly, hell cannon doesn't do any fire damage. That's bizarre. And no warp flame on the soul grinder's range damage either. That's actually just kind of shocking, if anything. We should probably keep the regular war shrine. Well, I guess we could put one in each army, but if this army is going to be a little bit less melee focused, but also a little bit worried about the cost per turn here. We could do 1 hell cannon and 1 of these for each army, and just so that they have an artillery piece to force enemy units to move towards us, and the Chaos War Shrine obviously to help us resist some damage. Yeah, I think that wouldn't be too bad. Alright, fine. I'm gonna do regular Chaos War Shrine, although, now that I'm also thinking about it, it would be dangerous to put the War Shrine near our Flamers, but I suppose we don't technically have to put it into melee combat. What we could also do is get a couple pink cores in here. Wait, let me just see this for a second. Just in case Zhao Ming attacks us. You have 4 pink cores, which you could keep, but you could also trade if you wanted to. You actually are maxed out in terms of gifted units currently. So wait, if you're maxed out in terms of gifted units, that means you can't even carry hell cannons for your retrofit right now, unless we swap out to something else. So what we could do instead is give you 2 hell cannons, and then we'll be at 2 out of 6. And then replace something and then put a Chaos War Shrine in there afterwards. Yeah, these guys really need to swap units around. Fine, let's go 2 Hell Cannons on you. Now you got 2 Flamers, 2 Hell Cannons, and you should be able to take Zhao Ming without too much trouble. We can also get you the Soul of Damnation, but I probably wouldn't want to put all of the Hell Cannons in one basket or so. Also gotta figure out whether we want to give Vilitch any ranged units. At the very least, some Soul Grinders, but once again, I don't feel like he needs them right now. Okie dokie, let's end the turn, let's see if they attack, though let's also do this. Just in case Archaon comes a-callin', let's give you 2 of our pink cores, because we get these guys infinitely now, since we're keeping them forever. And let's upgrade you to Marauders of Tzeentch. Damage versus holding the line. You know what, let's go 2 of these, and then 1 spear. Just in case, to hold the gate, for example. And then you upgradable, and then you need a rank to go armored troll. Fine, fair enough. Ooh. Man, I keep wanting to end the turn, then I keep remembering there's lots of stuff to do. Or thinking of stuff to do. Okay, no, you guys can't upgrade. Okay, fair enough. Now we end the turn, and we see who attacks what, if anybody attacks anybody. I hope I didn't forget anything. Maybe there was some more buildings to build, but frankly, considering we just spent most of our cash, we probably want to hold on to some of it as well. Clan Eshin, you've moved. Oh. We have to check if Clan Eshin is at war with Greasus, because if it is, then we won't need to worry about it, because they would likely have attacked Greasus, or Greasus would have attacked them, and somebody would have won. Peace Treaty, Archaon. No, not unless you're willing to become the ever vassal. Eventually, but not yet. Not to worry, Kolek, I'm sure, felt the same way. And what is this? Bonus allegiance and experience versus stoke the winds. Reduction for growth, but increase winds and magic power reserve. Do we want a reduction to growth? You know, this would help the other 2 armies. Vilitch probably doesn't care as he's close to max it out, but we don't care about the allegiance at all. Wait, buildings damaged. You know what? I don't trust the... Yeah, you know what? Let's just go slaughter them. The uncorrupted slaves in Usak's region are resistant. Okay, yeah, we've read that one before. Stoke the winds. Okay, and Archaon, he is gonna attack. Or he is gonna siege at the very least. And we'll have to figure out whether that's enough. What we want to do now, however, is have Vilitch take the riding fortress and get ourselves a nice new vassal. Can you auto-resolve this? First of all, yes you can, but can you auto-resolve it in such a way that you don't get immediately killed next turn? Let's see what's back here. If it's a Pyrrhic victory and they have a full stack nearby, I do not see one. Okay, and if we're safe, then we are free to take this for ourselves. as nothing can reach us in a single bound, thus we will auto-resolve you. I mean, sure, Pyrrhic, but not so bad. And then we will occupy and vassalize. Why, thank you for the Vassal Archaon. Hey, and we got perfect vigor on Vilitch. Very nice. Now, if he wants to, he can climb a wall and kill everything up there. And that's very, very nice. Plus, I appreciate the campaign movement range as well. Now we have to make sure that the this little faction does not get killed by Archaon. I actually hadn't thought of that. I mean, I suppose if he starts moving here instead of towards the plains of Zanbai Jin... Oh, no, wait. These guys have lots more territory than I thought they did. Oh, and there's the vassalization of the Tong. You know what? If we could ignore Archaon and just march up here, these two Dark Fortresses are very close. And these are the only territories he owns, I take it? Yes, 2 territories. So even if we ignore him, assuming that he doesn't actually hold any territories, though Kolek for some reason has decided to do so, we could vassalize him maybe next episode, though I think we'll try to dedicate next episode to the fight with Zhao Ming, as he does appear to be staying here. So anyway, calling it here. Stay tuned for this. I think it'll be a very nice secondary, I suppose, debut for Egrim, although I do imagine it'll be a tough fight, as we do still have some basic units, but it'll be nice to see some Hell Cannons and some Flamers in action. And I'll think about getting you a Soul Grinder, even though you do have a Giant to act as your ringer, but stay tuned for that. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.